It is Sunday, May 7th, and I finally finished all my electrical today, and I'm real happy. The final install was the water pump, which was pretty easy. I'd already run the DC circuit over to that side with the AC that powers the fridge, and all I really had to do was hook up the water line and plug in my DC plug, and it fired right up. But I don't have any water in there, so it's not plugged up, and I haven't finished the rest of my plumbing. But electrical's done, and the most proud part of my install is this charge controller, which, as you can see, has the auxiliary out light flashing and a little bit of information about that. I ran a third circuit outside to the engine batteries, and when I've got plenty of charge coming in here, like you can see, it's on float now. When it's floating, it's got enough current to charge the engine batteries, and I just think that that's a really cool part of the design of this charge controller in particular. And even when it's not floating, it's got extra power because it's an MPPT controller. It's always got extra power as long as the sun's out. It's got extra power, so it's always throwing juice. Practically, it's always throwing juice to the engine batteries, which prevents me from losing my engine batteries if I'm sitting anywhere for more than a week or two. And your batteries will go down, and it's tough to find that out the hard way. But show you a little bit about my electrical install. The really redneck wiring, DC and AC. Of course, I've got the batteries right here. I've got two deep cycle batteries, and they're running through the DC board here. I've got the charging system running through here and then into the batteries, and it's basically backfed back into the DC board. And the DC board I've got one circuit that's going up into the inverter, and I've got another circuit that's running through the conduit through the rest of the bus. So I've got AC lines and DC lines, a DC circuit and an AC circuit running through the same conduit, as you can see here, and it's run through the entire bus. And I've got jacks like this on both sides of the bus, and I've got DC circuits that come out of that box also. The best part of this build is this $40 switch. I think the closest you can get to the $40 switch is a $250 switch. That's an RV type switch. It's got all your attachments, but basically this switch takes me from shore power to solar power, and it's also got an off position in the middle. So it's called a double throw, double pole switch. It looks just like a regular light switch, except the color. They've got several different colors, I guess, depending on the number of amps that they can handle. Mine's just a 20 amp. But right now I'm on shore power, and I can switch to solar just like that, and it's pretty seamless. You can see my backup battery here comes on when I throw the switch, but that's basically just showing that there was a temporary out. And if I want to cut all power and I want to be sure of myself, then I'll just switch it to the middle, and that's basically off. And now I'm on backup power, but that's it. And I just installed this morning. This is the auxiliary charger, the charging circuit that goes to the engine batteries. So when I'm sitting in one place for a week or so, the extra power from the solar charger that's not going to be charging these is going to basically a trickle charge on the engine battery, so I don't have to worry about ever having to worry about cranking up. Pretty exciting.